Good morning, my dear students. I welcome you to online English classes. Hope you all are doing well. Today we start a new lesson from your book Beehive, that is chapter 6. And the name of the lesson is My Childhood, written by APJ Abdul Kalam. Today's chapter is Inspiration chapter. Now let's start the title of the chapter, that is My Childhood. In this chapter, you know about the amazing personality, that is APJ Abdul Kalam. My childhood, that is quite interesting to know about the wonderful personality. My childhood talks about the childhood of APJ Abdul Kalam. Now, introduction of the author. And who is the author? APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam, born in 15th October 1931 and died 27 July 2017, Shillong. He was the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. He was born and raised in Rameshwaram, that is Tamil Nadu, and studied physics and aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as a scientist and science administrator, mainly at the Defense Research and Development Organization. That short form is DRDO. An Indian Space Research Organization, that short form is ISRO, ISRO. He was also played a pivotal organization, technical and political role in Indian Pokhran 2, that is nuclear test. In 1998, after 5 years as President, Abdul Kalam returned to teaching, writing and public service. He was honored with several prestigious awards, including India's highest civilian honor, that is Bharat Ratna in 1997. Abdul Kalam's writing are very inspiration for the young. Now, introduction of the chapter My Childhood. My Childhood is an extract taken from the autobiographical novel, that is Wings of Fire, and written by APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. Kalam, who was one of the great scientists of India and also the 11th President of India, gives an account of his childhood days. He talks about the people, the incident and the experiences that he had during the childhood, which shaped his adult life. Although he was born in a conservative society, his family, his teachers and his friends influenced Dr. Kalam in his childhood, and he embedded values of secularism, honesty and discipline. Now comes to the chapter 6, My Childhood. Before we read, first point, can you think of any scientist who have also been statesman? Second, APJ Abdul Kalam, whose project in space, defense and nuclear technology guided India into the 21st century, became our 11th president in 2002. Third, in his biography, Wings of Fire, he speaks of his childhood. Now comes to the chapter. I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram in the erstwhile Madras state. What the meaning of middle class? You know very well. Neither very poor nor rich. Island, that means isle. Erstwhile, that means former. Now APJ Abdul Kalam was born into a middle class Tamil family, and his place of birth, Rameshwaram, is an island town in the state of Tamil Nadu in the Bay of Bengal. Today we know this state as Tamil Nadu, but when he was born, at that time the state was known as Madras state. My father, Jalaluddin, had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite this disadvantage, he possessed great initiate wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. Disadvantage, that means weakness. Possessed, that means kept. Wisdom, that means understanding. Generosity, that means greatness. Now APJ Abdul Kalam's father's name was Jalaluddin. APJ says that his father was not very rich. He didn't have wealth. He was not highly educated. But this disadvantage, he had some other qualities. He was naturally very wise and was generous too. That means he had kind-hearted. He had no money, not rich, no wealth, nothing he has. But he had kind-hearted. That's the important part for Abdul Kalam. He had an idle helpmate in my mother, Ashiyama. I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day, but I am quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. Outsider means other than own. Certain, that means sure. Recall, that means remember. Now here APJ introduced his mother. APJ's mother, also generous and kind-hearted. Every day she used to feed a lots of people. She feed a greater number of people from outside. That's the total number of the members in their family. I was one of my many children, a short boy with rather undistinguished look, born to tall and handsome parents. Now, undistinguished look means not special look. Handsome, that you know very well, good looking. Now, Abdul Kalam had many siblings and he described himself that he had short height and common look. He didn't have any exceptional look. On the contrary, his parents were very tall and handsome. They were good looking. APJ didn't inherit their physical qualities. He was not like his parents. His parents were tall and handsome, and APJ Abdul Kalam was short-heighted man. We lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. It was a fairly large pakka house made of limestone and bricks on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. Limestone means white powdered stone. Ancestral, that means inherited, that means old house. Pakka house you know very well, made of bricks, cements and limestones. Now here APJ Abdul Kalam's ancestral house was very old. It was built in the 19th century and it was a Pakka house which was made up of bricks and limestone. That time it is really a great thing to made a Pakka house in 19th century. It is located on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. My austere father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. However, all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicines or clothes. In fact, I would say mine was a very secure childhood, both maternally and emotionally. Austere means simple, strict and secure. Secure means safe. Maternally, that means in term of things. Life, clothes, food, medicines, this all comes to your maternally. Emotionally, that means love and affection. APJ father was very simple, but he was strict also. He wanted to live his life in a simple way. And he used to teach his children not to waste money on unnecessary things. I think your parents also say like that, don't waste money. APJ says that his father used to avoid any kind of inessential comforts and luxuries. He provided them all the necessary things like food, clothes and medicines. He says that his parents fulfilled all his needs, whether it was any tangible things or their love and affection. This shows that he was the quality of gratitude. APJ is thankful to his parents for whatever they did for him. Really, you should also thankful to your parents. To this quality is good and it proves that you should successful in your life. The Second World War broke out in 1939 when I was 8 years old. For reason I have never been able to understand, a sudden demand of tamarind sheet erupted in the market. I used to collect the sheets and sell them to a provision shop on Mosque Street. A day's collection would fetch me the princely sum of 1 anna. Now, tamarind, that means a kind of tree. Erupted, that means exploited. Collect, that means you have to gather or together. Provisions, that means groceries. Fetch, that means bring. Princely, that means royal. Anna, that means an old Indian coin worth about 6 paise. Now, APJ was 8 years old when the Second World War was broke in the year 1939. So he was calculated that he was born in the year of 1931. Due to Second World War, the demand for tamarind sheets increased in the market. APJ used to collect and sell the tamarind sheets to a provision shop located on Moss Street. He would earn a sum of 1 anna, which is equal to 6 paise, when he addresses it as a princely sum, something very great and valuable. He is being ironic as the amount was very meager. At that time, this 1 anna meant a lots of money to him. The whole day he collect the tamarind sheet, then he goes to market for sell the sheet. For that he got only 1 anna, or to say 6 paise. After then also he was satisfied that he got a lot of paise. My brother-in-law Jaluddin would tell me the stories about the World War. I would later attempt to trace in the headline in Dinamani. Dinamani, that means a Tamil daily newspaper. APJ Abdul Kalam's brother-in-law Jalauddin used to tell him the stories of the ongoing World War. Later, APJ used to read the newspaper. Which newspaper? That is Dinamani. And used to look for the news of the same stories. Our area, being isolated, was completely unaffected by the war. But soon India was forced to join the Allied force, and something like a state of emergency was declared. The first casualty came in the form of suspension on the train halt at Rameshwaram station. The newspaper now had to be bundled and thrown out over from the moving train on the Rameshwaram road between Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi. Isolated means lonely, or to say cut off. Allied forces means the armies of UK, USA and Russia during the Second World War. Rameshwaram was a small island town far away from land, so it was not affected by the World War in the beginning. But after some time, India had to join the war and combined with the Allied forces. India joined the Allied forces. Then a state of emergency was declared in the country. During emergency, the president rule is implicated in the country. It is like a curfew in the country. A lot of privileges which are given to the people are withdrawn. The rest part of the chapter we will continue in next class. Till then, goodbye.